I've just been shares now for a couple of minutes. Just figure out why. I don't know what caused that. You couldn't.
They were played in drop points.
Facebook kicked us out, basically. That's showing now. So guys, we're back on. I'm just sharing it to people. Let us know you can hear us alright. Facebook decided to cut us, but YouTube didn't. So it was quite hard to get what was going on.
Okay guys, so that's us back on. Apologies about that. That's everything turned back on again, including the microphone.
It's a bit strange why it happened.
So
just quickly send the shares out again.
Yeah, we've had a wee problem with Facebook, so what we're going to do is we're going to get some shares out, and then we'll just kind of there we go. Yeah.
Hundreds coming in now, one out with Chelsea as well.
I tell you what, Si, you definitely you know everything's fixed. I see if Donna can messages, you know everything's fixed.
Everything's fixed, correct.
Aye, thanks Donna. You're the first and hopefully not the last. Right, Mark. Yeah, we know there's no comments on Facebook. That should be it now. There was a dispute with Facebook. They kind of, I don't know if it's copyright with music, but. That's us back on Facebook now, guys. So we're going to spend the next minute just
doing a couple of shares, guys. Just whilst I'm doing that, Matt, what I was saying earlier on was I definitely don't think this tie is over. It's by all means not over. It's only half time, and I think that Rangers need to be on their guard, and we have to have the game of our life in.
Yeah, we can see we can see the comments now, so everything's back online now. So what we'll do is it's just a case of starting the show again, okay? So
a wee input what happened there. Basically, Facebook blocked the video, and I think it was because of they don't like the jam, because I played That's Entertainment, and I've got a big message for Facebook giving me a row saying don't ever do that again.
I'm not sure if it's them not liking the jam. I think it might be a case of them not liking you playing the jam.
Well, they put me into a dispute there and they said we're on third warning or something like that. I didn't remember getting any warnings, but we've not to play music that is recognised. I quite like putting the music on that people recognise, but anyway, I'm just putting shares out. Guys, can you help us put shares for us?
Yeah.
Put the shares out and I'll save me doing it.
Guys, so just to recap, we spoke a little bit about the Dundee United game. Obviously, not a great result. Again, that's us going 4 games in a row without one away from home. It's a little bit concerning because Gio Van Bronckhorst, our manager's away record for Feyenoord was not great. But we'll continue to pick it up again. We also spoke a bit about whether you think VAR should be introduced to Scottish football. So if you missed that, thumbs up if you want it.
Should we bring VAR into Scottish football? There's stories going about that Rangers and Celtic should be paying for it. Nobody should be paying for it except for the league. But in my opinion, after this weekend in the last few months, there's only one team that wouldn't want VAR brought in. We all know who that is. The decisions, the shirt pulling and stuff like that, the VAR wouldn't come back on. The basic fouls, I get that. But the two penalties, the two non-penalties, the handball, I think was a definite handball because of the distance it travelled and the time he had to get his hand away from the ball. More importantly, the fashion Salika incident where he was pulled back and he denied a goal scoring opportunity, but the player should have been sent off, and nothing was done about it. And now all you're getting is there's nothing to talk about. Play on. Rangers would probably be sitting top of the league now when you look at what these decisions are affecting us. So it is what it is, but I think personally that VAR needs to come in to make the game better. People are paying a lot of money for football, more money than they pay for the cinema or anything else, and they're getting a second class product in Scotland. If you agree with that, put the thumb up, and if you disagree, put the thumb down, and we'll get a wee idea of what people think of VAR.
Just want to go back to a comment. Ian Sinclair, he's wrote about wanting VAR in, and funny you should say that, Ian. I've checked the VAR from the Blackpool trip last week, and it turns out, according to VAR, I actually made the bus one time. So there you go. And not only that, but I checked VAR in Blackpool itself, and it turns out I actually made the bus for Blackpool going home to Blackpool. It was you guys that drove off too quickly.
I was saying you were in that,
yes.
In that sex shop. Anyway, Sarah Wallace, hi, Si and Gordon. How you doing, Sarah? I've not heard from you all week.
Hi, Sarah. Hope you're well.
Job. Money Teddy Bears, we beat Dortmund on Thursday again. I hope we do it. Oh, it's gone quick. All of a sudden, there was nobody. I didn't realise it would get banned for Facebook, and there was no comments. Now they're all battering.
Aye.
So they're coming back now. Before I forget, our sponsor is AG Roofing and Cladding. AG Roofing and Cladding is the sponsors of the Gers TV, guys. If you need roofing or you need cladding done, AG Roofing and Cladding are your men.
Yeah, I think after a few years go down in London, I think everyone might benefit from having a wee check in the clad, especially living flat. So please give a sponsor shout. What's the name again, Si?
AG Roofing and Cladding.
Excellent.
There you go, guys. That's our sponsor. Thank you very much to them.
Also, please check out our Patreon site.
Yep.
I don't know if you've seen this at the start of the show, so we'll do it again. So
We've sent the first lot out of these.
Yep, so this is our exclusive Bill Struth. Don't know who looks better, me or Bill Struth, probably me, but it's a close second.
Aye, Bill Struth nowadays and you. Still got Bill Struth.
So we've got this fantastic portrait of print of Bill Struth in his military uniform. Again, during the war, he was based out of Bellhouston Park, local Tiebricks. So
if you join the painting, you get one of them sent to you. We've already sent out about 20, 30 this week.
Yep, so we sent out, so all the Patreon members that have joined at the start, 25, 30 of them, we sent these out again. So we've only got about 60 or 70 left because we're giving the first 100 away. So go on to our Patreon, the link's there. For just £2 a month, you can be part of the show.
Here's the ones that we've got left.
That's what we've got left there, Si.
So if you want to get a Bill
beautifully modelled, Simon.
Yep, if you want a Bill Struth picture, I've got to say signed picture.
don't start,
If you want a Bill Struth picture, the great man, the greatest manager of all, get involved with our Patreon site.
If you want one side by me inside, then you need to join Patreon twice.
They heard you the first time. And where's your mug? I just showed the mug, Linda, 2 minutes ago, but I didn't realise it we were on the live. Where's your mug? You want to see my ugly mug? There's the mug, Linda. There's the mug maker, is that what you call her? There you go, she's made the mugs for us. And we've got them available as well, guys. So if you want a Gers TV mug, it's Gers TV in gold with a badge and the 150th anniversary celebrations of the greatest football club in the world. PM is, we've only got 5 mugs left.
Yep, including me inside. So, a couple of shout-outs, a couple of mentions, a couple of comments coming in. Stephen McCormack was at PS Eindhoven 132, great night. Yes, I remember that myself, it was absolutely fantastic. Michelle Adams, Sons of Struth, great to see you, Michelle, Sons of Struth, great team, yeah, absolutely. Jerry Thompson needs a gardener, so if anybody can help out.
Orange juice, Donna, the weather is absolutely howling in Glasgow, you probably know that yourself. Because of that, I've got to give Gordon a run tonight, so I can't do whiskey of the month, so I'm on the orange juice, correct? That's it. They notice everything in here.
Honestly, I've actually got a cup of tea, but I've got it down there in case you get any comments. So
that's it. I'm not drinking tonight, guys. But I will have a wee drink Thursday night, and I had a drink last Thursday. But just back to the game on Thursday night, as I said, it's probably the best I've seen Rangers. Just before I forget, just keep the sharing going, guys, because there's loads of shares that I've lost out now because I can't go back and do it for the second time. Facebook had disabled the channel for a wee minute, and we didn't realise why Facebook was on. I just feel that Rangers, on their game, I think one of the things that really impressed me last week was when we changed the formation of the team and the style of play. And even at the weekend against Dundee United, the last half hour, you can't really criticise the performance, in my opinion. You can criticise the result because we need to win, but we've done everything to score, and it was really fantastic. Other than scoring the second goal, but I think it's a penalty for Sakala.
I think that,
he's also hit the bar, Sakala, and a normal day that would go in. So Rangers could have won 4 or 5. So
Diallo hit the post. Aribo had a shot. Aribo had a great goal, and Aribo's come in at an absolutely fantastic game this season. Absolutely brilliant.
There was a lot of positives, but we really need to get our away form fixed now because we need to win ugly. That's the difference. We need to win ugly. The other thing I was going to say there was just hundreds of comments coming in, was the boy Diallo.
Diallo.
I don't want to jump on the bandwagon and criticise the wee guy or anything else. However, it's a bad time for that boy to come into Scottish football. I think he should have come in at the start of the season, no, the mid-season, when there's a title race in full flow. I think he's too weak. I think he's too small and fragile, and he's here as an experiment that will benefit Manchester United, because if he comes out tougher, they get a great player. And I don't think this is the time to be playing him, personally.
I think that he's a flair player. Yeah. He did come on and make a difference against Dundee United. Obviously, the shot against the post, he should have squared it. If that goes in, I see this. It's football's a funny game. If that goes in, you're raving about him how good he is. Yeah. He hits the post, doesn't square it, and you maybe give him a criticism. But he is a bit of a luxury player right now. We need to get our heads down and get out an away win, and then we can start. If we're top league by 5 or 6 points, then we can start experimenting.
And Donna's just saying, don't forget Marion Poirier, and you've been here from day one. We never forget he's a mention every week, Donna.
I know, and Marion.
And Marion, and we appreciate it, and we love the banter, he's gives it back. I think, as I say with the young boy Diallo, I think the problem he's got is this is a very, very tough league, and it's hard to play with Rangers. and he's coming on, and the first thing that's happening to him is 100 miles an hour, and the style. I mean, you saw when he thinks the ball's offside, and he walks away. You can't do that.
I've seen that. Aye.
I know he's a young boy, he's 19, but that is schoolboy. I mean, errors you shouldn't be making. You shouldn't be doing that. And also, to make it with Rangers, whether anybody likes this or no, you need to be able to take hard tackles. You need to be able to get kicked and get back up again and dust yourself down. See if you're going to shy away from a tackle, you won't make it with Rangers. You won't last. You won't last a season. And I don't think. I think that's his weakness.
But I think that home games. I think the away games against Dundee United away, Ross County's away. Maybe keep him on the bench, whatever. But the home games against Ibrox, we've got a bit more space, got a bit more time in the ball, and we'll maybe score a few goals. Then those are the games to play him and get his confidence up. But I don't know if if the Facebook was on when we were talking about this. So just obviously Gio's record, not European record. Sorry, his away record isn't great. So he needs to get a plan together for that, because that's going to make or break.
Well, the thing that I don't really want to be comparing Rangers and Celtic. I'm not interested in Rangers, but if you're going to look at the transfer window, the winter window, the players that we brought in, who's actually made a difference to the team? I've been saying this for weeks now. I'm delighted that we signed Aaron Ramsey. However, you've got to play him. Ramsey's played more games in the last year than Hollander. Yet Hollander starts right away. And the answer I keep getting back is you can't just play a guy like Ramsey. You need to bed him in. He's been here 3 weeks now. 3 weeks.
He's been here, 3 coming up for 4 weeks.
Coming up for 4 weeks, and he's not played 45 minutes yet. That's a concern to me. You need to get him playing regularly, or you shouldn't have brought him over. You shouldn't have brought him back. You've got to play it. Aaron Ramsey needs to be match fit. To get him match fit, you need to play matches. It's simple as that.
Couple of minutes, Michelle saying, are they scared of an injury for Ramsey? Well, they shouldn't be, because they brought him in and they're probably paying a bit of money for him. So,
every player can get injured. That's the problem with that. Or is there? I really don't know. It just doesn't make sense. You get a guy like Ramsey. I mean, I enjoyed the fact that we're 4-2 up against Dortmund last week. I'm trying to remember if it's 4-1 when we brought Ramsey on. But you were thinking to yourself, we could score a 5th goal here. Why are we bringing on Ramsey? I never thought I'd see Rangers in that position. So you need to calm down a wee bit as well. The way form in Scottish football seems to be what's dragging us down now, and with European football's dragging us back up again. Will we win on Thursday night and will we go through? I think the tie's only halfway through personally, and I think the Rangers need to go out there and score. We need to score a goal on Thursday night. Ibrox will be rocking. I need a ticket, by the way. I've not got a ticket yet. If anybody can get me a spare ticket, let me know. Or even corporate, I'm quite happy to pay for corporate.
Well,
I need one.
Can I just say this as well? Without going into too much detail, unfortunately, there's been a problem with my ticket as well. So if anyone out there is watching, if anybody got me on Facebook, they might be able to see the story. But if not, it's fine. Don't worry about it. If anyone's got a spare ticket or they know MD, please give us a wee message, because we're not wanting to ask. I don't like doing this kind of thing. However, I would be very grateful.
It's the hardest I've seen for tickets in a long time, which is good.
I'm not saying anything. Do you know what I mean?
But listen, we'll open the phones in a wee minute and let us know how you think Rangers will do on Thursday night. Was it the best you've seen Rangers in Europe? I can't think of a better away tie I've seen Rangers in Europe. Certainly the Lyon game would have been up there with it. Leeds United away.
I think for result wise, I mean, I got a better feeling after we scored that winning penalty against Fiorentina in the semi final. But from actual performance wise, and I just think from performance wise and result wise, I think it was fantastic, and I think it's all going to boil down to Thursday. How many we score? I think they'll score at least one.
They're a quality team. I honestly believe that it's no out with them the possibilities of them scoring 3 goals. It's what we do. But listen, right now we proved that we're as good a team as them. So we'll prove that. Guys, I'm going to open up the calls here. So this is the calls getting opened up. But be reminded, if you want to phone us tonight, we need the last 3 digits of your number if you've not phoned in before.
Yeah. There's Corey McNeely making a good point actually, because
it's 106 miles to Chicago. We've got a full tank of gas, half a pack of cigarettes. It's dark, and we're wearing sunglasses. The Gers TV. Hit it. And
that's us back, guys. If you want to phone us, the phone number is 0141 3195230. Just leave your last 3 digits.
Simon, I think you definitely wait until I'm about to say something before you put that video on,
showed you
because
me
it's,
doing it.
it's every week you do it to me. And the last week was alright,
You
but
forgot.
it's every week. I just going back to Corey McNeely makes a point about a game plan for teams, you know, for sitting 10 men behind the ball. I think that's right. I think sometimes when we need a win, we can be a bit, you know, pedestrian. But so I think you're right there, mate. I think we need to get a game plan that draws the other team out, or we play more attackers, because it's worrying.
Aye, so Hugh Hepburn Duff is asking to use no season ticket holders. It's happened for me to say. I'm a season ticket holder in the main stand. I'm 4 rows behind the director's box. However, I'd bought the new ticket because of my Gers. I refused to join my Gers. I had to get a new season ticket, and I bought it off a guy, a friend of mine's, and he hadn't applied for the credit card scheme for the away tickets. So because of, for the European nights. So because of that, I've just been buying them on a game-to-game basis, and I've always had one. I've not had an issue with it. However, everybody wants to get this game.
On that note as well, can I just say I've actually technically got 2 season tickets, one in the Govan Rear with my pal, and one in the club deck with my family. But
So
again,
have you not got a ticket in?
because there's if you listen to what I was saying, there's a bit of a mishap, shall we say, without not going to name any names.
Aye,
But
it's funny. I'm just Carol. Get Carol.
there's
in first.
Carol.
Carol, how you doing, mate? Carol, you need to turn us off.
Carol, turn your radio down.
That's us, mate. How's things?
Final coming day, he's good at that.
Oh, all I done is because I played the jam the night the band is, and I never realised that, and then I went and had a wee look.
What I was going to say, Si, I think we'll get a draw on Thursday. I don't care if it's goalless or no, but Sunday, what you are forgetting to mention, Dundee United had 7 minutes of pressure, caused about 4 corners, because we play the ball out the same way all the time.
Yeah.
It's predictable.
No, I agree with that.
Caught time and time and time again.
You're right, Carol. We spoke about it a few weeks ago. See every man in the box. If you're playing every man in the box, when you play the ball out, the ball goes back in. It's as simple as that.
Yeah, I've not really been a fan of that, playing out for the goal kicks within the edge of the box. I don't get it sometimes.
The other thing is, I've said for a wee while now, Carol, our defending of corners is awful. I don't know what's worse. We're defending and we're taking corners. We don't seem to be good at it.
Our goalkeeper doesn't come outside.
Yeah.
Never has. So you've got to adjust for that. I mean, I'm not a manager of football, but surely if you're watching that week in, day in the training ground, you've got to think for that. You've got to do things about it.
Compensate for that.
Of course you have. Aye, and do you know what? We've got all these different defenders coming in. We're trying all these things out. We still can't defend corners. We can't put a man in the... We used to have the man in the back post and the front post and things like that. We've not got that anymore. And it's easy to score against us.
I know it's easy, but it's been shown in the last, quite a lot this season. I can't remember how many.
Aye.
Don't want it. Best game in Europe. One of the best results. PSV Eindhoven.
Yeah.
Away.
What year was that? 1978?
Aye.
Yeah, good guess. Aye. Bobby Russell. Yep.
A great game.
But then...
And Derek Johnson says it was him, but I don't think it was. I think it was Jim Bett at the time it was there.
Aye, I was too young to remember the game. I was only 3, but I've seen it so many times since.
What do you mean you were only 3?
And what about if Thursday night was...
The telepath's 10 1 on you anyway.
Oh, so it does.
10 years, right?
Yeah, the Hibs don't lie. But Thursday night was great. I thought, what do you think of the performance of Thursday night?
Oh, Van Dabby Dozy, I got a winner on it. I bet the Gers to win, the Gers to draw. But I had 3-0. And curse me, Rangers scored goals, you know.
Aye.
Came
got-
away again right enough.
We went 3-0 up. You must have been loving it. We were 3-0 up. The thing that's going to come in.
Aye,
Magic.
I thought we were going to go 5. I thought the Rebel was so unlucky.
Actually, you know, I just want everybody fall down in front of us.
So yeah, I know you're saying that you reckon we've got a draw on Thursday night. Do you think Rangers will sit back and counter attack?
No, I don't think we'll sit back. But I think we'll score, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
If we get nothing each, it's even better. But I would like to see us score first and then no sit back, you know what I mean? I'm terrified the Rangers sitting back and passing the ball about, you know, the usual pedestrian crossing thing that they...
Yeah.
I agree with you
And a
100%.
lollipop man.
However, the only thing I would say was I don't like him sitting back either. But see the introduction of Lundstrom in the last few weeks. He actually, I thought when he was covering for what's his name? Jack. No, when he was covering at the weekend, when he went into the defence
for
Hollander. When he came in to cover him, I tell you, I'm getting older, forgetting things. I thought Rangers looked a lot more attacking and they looked stronger. And all credit to him, he's took a lot of criticism in the last few months, and he's certainly came back a better player.
Myself, but he showed great improvement. Jack and him look a partnership.
Definitely.
Other things, see at the beginning there, we thought you were eating crisps, but you were taking your mug out.
Oh right, didn't think it made that. I didn't realise it made that much noise. All right, aye. But no, a lot of great points. The other point is Calvin Bassey again getting into that centre half position, and then he's playing full back, then he's playing centre half. That's a young boy, and again I thought he was one of the best players in the park last week.
Yeah,
totally agree. I think he's a great player. I think he is one we've got to try and keep.
100%. Carol, just a quick question, mate. A yes or no? Should we be pursuing VAR?
It's a maybe. If we're going to get somebody that knows how to use it and know these numbnuts that are refereeing the game, because they're going to be using the VAR.
Do you know what, Carl? That's actually a great point, because you might have the VAR, but you've got to have somebody like Bobby Madden or what they call him actually looking at it and thinking is it a foul or not. So it's a great point, mate. That you can have all the technology you want, but
it's a lot of money to spend. It's a lot of money to spend if it's going to be
corrupt. You know, they're not talking about we want them professional referees. Giving them their money and a full-time job is not going to make them better.
I agree with that 100%. But something needs to happen because the quality is terrible. Some of the decisions that are getting made in the last couple of months here. How do you attract players? We've just brought Aaron Ramsey to Scottish football, right? How do you attract quality players when the refereeing situation's that bad?
You can't, but then again, a referee can't protect a player either, because you're fouled before the referee blows. So I've never gone that way. The referee should be protected. You can't. There's no protection for players at all.
Yeah.
And the other thing is, there were 3 Raymond yellow cards on Sunday. 3. And not one that can carry a ball runs at them.
Aye.
To get them sent off. I don't understand. That's been a few weeks. It's not against Ross County as well. There was 2 booked in the first 10 minutes against Ross County.
Yeah.
And they never went after them. They've got to be ruthless.
I agree with that.
They've got to be cutthroat.
I mean, that's the other thing that's worrying me is, but it doesn't matter about quality, right? Sometimes you just need to finish a team off. We can't finish teams off. We can go 1 or 2 up, but we can't finish them off. We haven't got that killer instinct.
I understand that. Right, Si, I better go before she hits me. She can't hear it.
All right, okay.
Okay, Carl.
Your nails tonight, Gordon.
Excellent.
Right.
Right.
All the best, Carl.
Speak to you soon, man.
There you go. That was Carol from Southend. Good quality.
C.
We could get him here as well. So, guys, anybody want to call in? All we need is the last 3 digits. Let us know your prediction for Thursday night.
Just to say, guys, when we say the last 3 digits, what we mean is if you put a wee comment in the comments box about literally the last 3 digits, when the phone call comes through, we look at the number that comes up.
We know who you are.
We correspond it with the last 3 digits, and then we answer the call.
Yeah.
Okay.
It just means that we know who you are, basically. And if you're a regular caller, you don't need to do that.
Simon, it might be a bit of time for the Patreon link.
Aye, I'll put the Patreon link up just for anybody that doesn't see it earlier on. If you want to join the Patreon, that's the link.
Again, guys, when you join, you'll be, if you have to join soon, you'll receive one of these exclusive Bill Struth prints. Okay, again, this is not available anywhere else. It's literally an exclusive, and it's absolutely fantastic. I don't know how well it comes on camera, but when you're here, it looks absolutely fantastic. So that'll look up an absolutely.
Is there anybody that's
on a frame on your wall? Absolutely fantastic.
Is there anybody that's against VAR coming into Scottish football? Most people are for it. If you're against it, why don't you give us a wee call and let us know as well? I'm genuinely interested in what people think.
I think the only thing that puts me off it is the cost, because it'll be Rangers that have to foot most of the bill.
Foot the bill,
because there's no way that teams like Ross County can afford. I mean, I don't know specifically how much work, but you have talking millions of pounds.
I'll tell you how I think they can afford it, and I could be wrong here. So if I'm wrong, somebody can correct me. One of the teams this year and next year is going to go into the Champions League. Scottish football gets a payoff because of that. So Scottish football gets more money next year than it normally gets. That money has to go direct, in my opinion, to the VAR situation, but it's got to be better. But we need to. We have to. If we want the game to be better, we need to encourage the. We need to go up with it. We need to keep up with the times. We really need to keep up with the times. And if VAR, I think it was somebody said something like the German third division or something like that.
Yeah.
They've got it. Do you know what I mean? And you're thinking, well, how far behind are we?
Well, the problem we've got is, I mean, if you look at who's running the SPL and the SFA, we struggle to get sponsors for a league. Never mind paying for VAR. So
that's true. That's because it's run so badly. But I still think it's something we should pursue.
I think it's something we should pursue. Yes, and I think even if I don't know if you can bring it in just for the old firm games, so it's not fair on the rest. But at the end of the day, it's the only thing that's holding us back is the cost of it.
Yeah, that's got to be the main one. Rab picking the highest side. Apologies for being drunk last week.
We remember your call last week, Rab.
Just home last night from Dortmund. Believe it or not, a lot of Rangers fans apparently get stranded behind in the last couple of days. But the Gers fans were amazing, I believe that, and was with John Lumsom's mum and dad shared a taxi to Dusseldorf as their flight got cancelled. They said that the Rangers support were absolutely amazing with them last week, and we wouldn't let them pay for nothing. We are the people. Good shout, Rab. Give us a wee call back tonight again if you're sober tonight.
Yeah, we'd like to hear from you again, and you can give us your sober reflections on trip, because it sounded absolutely fantastic. So if you want to give us a call back in, mate, and let us know and give us your reflections
What do you
on
think?
it.
And William Curry's asking how we're doing fantastic. David Tennessee's saying again that all the other league, it seems to be that Scottish football is going to be the last league to get it. To me, that's quite embarrassing. I think that you'll end up with women's leagues, and I don't mean this in a derogatory manner, but you'll probably end up with women's football, which is a lot less money in it. It's going to have VR before Scottish football. And when decisions are being analysed on Sky News and Sky Sports News on a weekly basis, making the game look like a farce, something's wrong.
Some of it is embarrassing, and again, I don't necessarily believe it's a bias for and against any team. I really don't. I just think it's incompetency.
Well, there's certainly an incompetency, but you have to look at some of the results the Celtics had in the last few months when it's came to added time, where you're saying to yourself, how long is this game going to last? There was one game that was something like 5 minutes, it should have been 5 minutes added time, and they played for 7 minutes. People were saying, is that until they score? And it seems to be a regular.
It sounds like it. I mean, that was a game against Ross County where they were obviously drawn. And then, as I say, there was supposed to be, 5 minutes. It went over to 6 or 7. The game against Dundee United against on Sunday, there was 5 minutes called out. Seagrass got injured for a couple of minutes, and the referee seemed to blow bang on, 7 minutes. Whereas the ball went out of play for a bit, there was other stoppages through injury time.
Mm-hmm. So it just seemed to be, it doesn't make sense at times.
Doesn't it make sense? And I think, there's all this talk about, penalties for Rangers and whatnot, and I've been thinking about it today. And if the referees get, that bit of doubt, he knows that he's going to get absolutely slaughtered by the media day in, day out for his decisions. So
of course
maybe that's starting to have an effect, who knows. But anyway, the bottom line for me is we should be going to these teams and winning 2 or 3-0 without having to rely on referees.
100%.
That said, it doesn't make the fact that the referees are incompetent any better.
Yeah, I agree with 100%. The other thing is, it's all about killing teams off. We seem to do this thing where we 365 this big grab. We seem to do this thing on a regular basis where we want to walk the ball in the net. I keep saying it, I don't know why we do it, but we want to walk the ball and we keep walking and you're like, what's going on here? Why are we not hitting a shot? Lundstrom, Thursday night, hits one of the best shots I've seen in football. Absolutely fantastic goal. I bet you don't see him doing it again. It seems to be a thing we don't want for players to do.
I think sometimes that we go between, there seems to be 5 or 10 minutes in games where we'll have a few shots outside the box, and then for the rest of the game we will try and walk it in. We need to find the happy medium. If you hit a shot, especially if you've got 10 men behind the ball, then it takes a deflection or whatever, and it goes anywhere. But we need to start taking more shots.
There was another couple of things I noticed, that the players had a chance to shoot, and if they shoot, I'm trying to remember who it was, I think it was Arfield. If you make a shot, it was in Sunday, but Arfield had a chance, he doesn't take the shot, and if he takes a shot, the rebound comes out and you get Morelos. Things like that. Taking a shot, if you've got an opportunity to score, you should always, in my opinion, be taking a shot. Rab, how you doing, mate?
How you doing, lads? Okay?
Aye, I'm good. You sober then, aye?
Oh, sorry, God's sake. I forgot yesterday, so I tell you.
Have you recovered?
I didn't know where I was. I was even delayed yesterday morning.
Aye?
Aye, we get into the airport at 3 o'clock German time, Dusseldorf, and we still had to take off at 9 o'clock in the morning.
Oof.
Yeah. And so how did you go anyway? Did you get tickets all right?
I we get tickets, and we stayed in the Leonardo Hotel down in Dortmund. So we didn't. There seemed to be a drop-off point for like, I think it was the official Rangers party. There was quite a lot of them there.
Yeah.
And there was a couple of the Balkan loyal boys were in there and all. They looked after us, 45 quid for a ticket, mate.
It's all right.
So was that,
Okay.
that was the prices. We were in the German end, so we were in with the
Aye.
but it was brilliant,
Your,
mate.
your flag was on the telly.
I think there was quite a few in the German end as well.
Oh, I tell you, mate, I spent a fortune on beer every time we seemed to score. So, I think it was €17 for about 10 beer, or for 5 beer.
That'll do.
Right,
Aye.
every time I seemed to go up, it seemed to go up more, so it did, we scored.
But I mean, Rob, in all your years of watching and following Rangers, it's got to be one of my best performances.
Say, I've seen Rangers so many times abroad, like yourself, mate, and I'll tell you, that's up there with the Leon result.
Yeah.
Maybe even PSV years and years ago when we beat them 3-2,
Yeah.
Bobby Russell.
I would argue it beats the Leon result, to be perfectly honest. But I think Dortmund are maybe a better team than Leon at the time. But if you compare,
The
but
favourites to win it, weren't they?
yeah,
Aye, they're favourites to win it. There also, there was a good, you might not have seen it if you were on the bevy for a couple of days, Rob. There was a stat, it was at 12, I think it was 12 years ago, Rangers were in the second division of Scottish football and they were in the Champions League final. So when you look at that, how far Rangers have come, I mean, we all criticise the team, we know all like we, the slightest thing goes wrong and we all panic, but what a comeback it is for Rangers to get to that level in football. The whole of Europe was talking about it on Thursday night.
yeah.
Mate, I'll tell you, the German fans, as they were walking by, I mean, I know you have pissed myself laughing at them, you know what I mean?
Aye.
The old hand in the air slapping them, yeah, you okay, yeah. See you later, hands, we're just dodgies. But honestly, it was amazing, mate, absolutely amazing.
What do you think we'll do Thursday night? Do you think we'll sit back or do you think we'll go for the like goal?
I think we're going to go for a side. I think if we sit back, we'll play into their tactics. Because they'll play a
Yeah.
high pressing game.
Yep.
That's the way they play, you know what I mean?
And they're dangerous if they do that.
Aye. And I don't know if this Haaland over there, but wouldn't it made a difference if he was there or no, mate? Because it was their defence was shocking, and we took them apart, mate.
Aye. I mean, no
Best
same.
game I've seen Ken play.
Aye, I would agree with that. But I thought Lundstrom's goal as well. What a goal he scored.
The whole team was a great performance. mate.
Even the 2 goals for the Germans for Dortmund, the two goals that they scored, to be fair, were really quality goals. It was a great game of football.
If he that second one side, I said, I'd have took a booking, I'd have slaughtered, I'd have pulled them down.
Aye.
Yeah.
That would have been a massive difference if we just held on that wee bit longer. But
If we went into half time, 2 or 3 and up, it would have been, who knows. But I think it all goes down to who scores. I know it's a cliche, but who scores the first goal on Thursday night probably wins the tie.
no,
That's it. Well, we ended up
possibly.
in Dusseldorf, as I'm saying, we ended up there because our flights were delayed and then they were cancelled. And what happened, we went to another hotel down there.
Yep.
So we stayed there. We stayed there the Friday, the Saturday, the Sunday, and left on the Monday. And we went into this, I don't know how we found it. It was a wee dark, dingy place. And it was full of, I don't know if it was the Dusseldorf fans or whatever, mate. There was loads of Besiktas fans there and all.
Aye.
And we went in with the big flag, we pulled the flag out with a couple of... I tell you, when you walked in, you've heard that song, you could have heard the pin drop.
Aye.
You know what I mean? When you could have heard the pin drop when we walked in, and so we did. I had my Rangers hat on as all as we were pissed as a fart.
Aye.
We said to the
Nice.
guy, two beer. It was me and Mick, two, so we had a couple of beers
Aye,
each.
Mick, aye.
You want to be careful with that. He might have thought you were talking about De Boer.
No, honestly, mate, it was unbelievable. The beer, they were Rangers,
Yeah.
Super Rangers. They loved every man here because we'd be Dortmund.
Aye, rivals are because they're
Yeah.
not very well liked in Germany. And just a quick question, Rob. It was hard to gauge it from where we were watching it television, but there was Rangers fans all in the stadium. Would that be right?
Simon, we were there. There was a couple of boys who were maybe 10, 20 from Northern Ireland. Halfway up, there must have been a group of 50. If they said there was 500 Rangers fans there, I'll say there was about 2,000.
Aye. And obviously more noticeable when the final whistle went and the fans had left.
It was unbelievable. And when you see the one stranded in the airport and all, there must have been more than that. Sorry, I couldn't gauge it, but I'll say there was the 2,000 to 2,500 Rangers fans, easy.
Aye. But I mean, that's fantastic, especially with a stadium like that.
Absolutely. So, who do you think will get in the next round then?
I honestly don't care. I'd love it been here before West Ham. Longing. I'd love to play West Ham because we take that stadium there, mate. We take it out.
Oh, I don't know.
Well, if they get West Ham, you need to get us tickets in. You're the man down there.
Rab.
Hey, listen, don't worry. We'll do the best as we can. Know what I mean? Hey, and
Get Mr. Hullock a line.
I've only got a three bedroom house, but I've got a nice bar in the back garden and all, mate. The tunes can go out there no matter when it is.
Aye,
We can
perfect.
take the house here and all.
That's right, Rab. That means in a bedroom for me, you and your missus, and Simon can sleep outside.
I'll step to the bar.
The missus will be too happy.
Oh, I know.
She's sleeping in the third room.
But listen, it's just it's good to get to enjoy the football again, and you know what, Rob? European wise, we wanted to get back into European competition, and the last couple of years we've been outstanding. It's been a privilege to watch the club in Europe again, and I think a lot of people might not like this because he gave Gerrard a lot. I've seen him getting a lot of abuse at the weekend with fans on Facebook and all that. But as much as it hurt us when he left us, Gerrard put us back in that position in Europe.
We've been last 16, the 3 seasons in a row now, and it's over the course of 3 seasons, you're talking maybe 30-40 million.
Aye, and it's also putting we're getting higher ranked in Europe every year because of it.
Absolutely.
It's us that's getting us in the Champions League. Whoever gets in the Champions League next season is because of Rangers' hard work.
Aye.
That's right.
Simple as that. But it's just a privilege. I realise it's a privilege to watch Rangers in Europe just now, the way they're playing, and let's hope on Thursday night we can seal a victory. I don't care how we do it, just seal the victory or seal the tie.
Last minute.
I even thought I watched the game and I managed to see the Rangers came out there in Germany against Dundee United.
Aye.
I thought we carried on the same form against them, against Stockman. We just couldn't put the ball in the net.
Aye.
And apart from two bad referees' decisions as well.
Look,
shocking.
We could have won that game on Sunday with 4 or 5 goals.
I think second half definitely, but first half I don't think we played too great. The first half we had a lot of chances, but second half we should have won. We could have won that 4-5.
I think
5-1.
the first half was a European hangover, and they came out the second half realising what they need to do. And we changed our formation as well. We were more attack minded. We were just, as I said at the start of the show, I can't criticise the performance. I can only criticise the result because we needed to get the points. We needed the 3 points. But the performance, I thought every Rangers player gave it 100%. I really did.
Well, I'll see if you're. I'm up on the 5th of March. Me and Mick, and there's a few boys from London, Derek, and we're up and over meeting them in there.
Aye.
So
Nice
so we'll meet them in the Bristol bar, mate.
Aye, no worries at all, Rob. We'll get a wee swally. A couple of beers.
I'll be up the Friday, so well beforehand, so I'll make sure I'm sorry, but I'll make sure I'm not miss the play name this one.
Aye, no worries. We'll catch up again, Rob. Thanks for calling last week live as well, mate.
Much,
No problem, again, apologies last week, but come on, you can't help it, can you?
It was worth it.
No, brilliant. Another great call, Rob. Thanks, mate.
Take
Cheers,
care.
lads, thank you, mate.
I'm going to save Rob's number if you want to do the comments on it.
Yeah. Okay, so we swap a wee bit. So a couple of comments. So David Hennessy, corners and crosses. I agree. I think we do look quite vulnerable at the back, especially with McGregor. If somebody takes a shot at McGregor, 1-on-1 or a shot, always fancy McGregor making the save. When it comes to crosses or corners, I agree with you, David. It's but then the defenders should and the coaches should know that by now. So they need to sort that out. Michelle, I saw 3 in German and cheering and screaming was laughing. Spot the bear. Aye, so Michelle, it was good. I think there was more than 3, but yeah, agree. David Tennessee, yeah, again, David, just another comment. Aye, they scored 6 against Union Berlin. They scored 5 a couple of weeks ago as well. So they score goals. They'll come out and they'll want to score 4 or 5 goals. It's up to us to be strong at the back and no forget to defend. It's only my opinion, but if we come out and we play to keep the 4-2 result, we'll get knocked out. If we play the same way against them we played against last week, nothing to fear. we hopefully can go through it, but it's on a knife edge. I would say that Rangers. I would say right now, 60-40 Rangers to qualify, and that's it. And that's my honest opinion, because they are a fantastic, great team. Only 4 holding nations, a long way since 2018. Absolutely right. We would go one further and say from 2012, but you're absolutely right with that. David Ainsworth losing his hair. If we totally defend the game on Thursday night, I'll be like Kojak without the lolly. I'm not quite losing my hair just yet, but if we defend all night on Thursday, it might be the same.
That was the thing about it. It was full of emotions. At one point, you think we're going to score 5 in Germany here. You think that, and Aribo's so unlucky not to do it.
Yeah, I mean, you finish watching the game ends, and you think to yourself, "I'm gutted they didn't score 5."
Aye, and then but even that, when they made it 4-2, you're thinking they could maybe start coming back here.
Aye.
It was a great game of football. That's the big thing. It was a great game of football, and I hope it's a great game on Thursday night again as well.
Yeah.
But it'll be a good atmosphere. I think it'll probably be the best atmosphere in a long time at Ibrox. The fans need to play their part. They need to, no
That's
matter
going to be a great atmosphere. William Curry, just very bottom there, the away goals, that is that's kind of niggle at the back of your head. It's, if there was the away goal rules, it means they need to score an extra goal. But again, it helps us as well. If they score, I'm not saying they would win, 5. If they win 5-3, for example,
yes.
Then it helps us. And them winning 5-3 after the kit is not beyond the possibility after what's happened. So,
anything's possible with the tie. I think we just need to be glad. I was saying last Tuesday night that I'll be glad if they're still in it, because I thought they were a far superior team to us. I've changed my mind now. Now that we're still in the tie, now that we're winning 4-2, I'm saying we need to go out there and get an early goal. See if we get an early goal, Ibrox will erupt. It'll be the noisiest stadium in Europe. These teams keep saying it, and you know what? Ibrox is right now European football, and as far as Europe's concerned this week, Ibrox Stadium is a place to be Thursday night.
Yep,
it really is.
Again, we were talking Europe when we signed Aaron Ramsey. Talking Europe again, when we beat Dortmund, and hopefully carry that through. And it's recognition, because it means that people in Europe, people outside outside Europe, and that they buy our tops. It's more money for the club as well.
Of course,
and it attracts new players.
I mean, even the boy Gio Reyna. I looked at him, he was talking about Rangers and things like that, and you can see that he's got to watch, because he's playing for a club like Dortmund, and they've just been pumped, basically, but you can see that
he was very complimentary.
Very complimentary towards Rangers, and you could see he had the Rangers in him, if that makes sense. He's his father, and he's obviously called after Giovanni Van Bronckhorst, and he's got Rangers blood in him, so to say, and the young boy, you could see that. I think he actually looked a wee bit proud as well, as much as
me and my mate Jason watched the Jude Bellingham video, and this is a guy that's worth £100 million, and we thought he was going to be a bit uncomplimentary, but he was very complimentary as well. The German fans are very complimentary,
and the German media as well.
Yeah. Now I'm not one of these guys that want like other clubs wants everyone to love them, but it wasn't love, it was a respect thing, I think, which is really important, and I'm glad for that.
And a big shout out to the fans as well. I know I said this already, but the Scottish media love to attack your fans on a regular basis. The Rangers support are not just the biggest away following in Europe, they're the best. Without a doubt, there is no question about that whatsoever. If there's one thing that our club has got that's world class, that is our support, without a doubt.
David Hennessy, I was going to skip ahead here, because when it's in my mind, David Hennessy said, "Did you see the Juppie video for the boy down south?" Yes.
Yep. Again, complimentary.
Me and my mate sat and watched it. That's the guy that gets millions of viewers.
Who, your mate?
No, he wishes. No, this boy, I can't remember his name.
Is it not
Thorgan?
Thorgan, that's it.
Something like that. So this guy goes away and watches all the games now. We sat and watched, Friday night, I think, whatever it was. We sat and watched a couple of his videos, but we watched the one again in Dortmund, and again, this goes out to millions of people, and again, the Rangers fans were absolutely fantastic. I actually thought it was very well produced as well. That's something we could emulate. So if you get on our Patreon site, that's kind of thing we could do for you.
Getting better all the time. The other thing, and Rob mentioned it, but I think we need to speak about it. The Rangers supporters from Germany. There are so many Rangers fans in Germany. I've got to say, they're so loyal.
It's scary.
These guys come into a lot of them come in the Bristol Parkway on a regular basis, and they come in the Friday night, and they're there Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. They absolutely adore Rangers. They absolutely adore the club, and their loyalty and their passion and their stories about how they became Rangers supporters. It's fantastic. But that said, there's Rangers fans that have travelled for Europe and or the world, and that's the big thing for us. Guys, it's 150th anniversary of the club. We've been urging people, and we will be for the full year, to celebrate that any way you can. We've got the big dinner, the Ibrox 150th dinner, sold out. We'll be having other events. We'll be having one in America, and we'll be having another event at least in Glasgow, as well as the Bristol Bar Flag Day on the Saturday. We've got the Friday night, we've got the dinner, the 150th anniversary dinner in Ibrox. Saturday is the Bristol Bar Flag Day, we'll be there. And Sunday is Rangers versus Celtic, when hopefully we take our place back at the top of the table.
Yeah, what an absolutely fantastic weekend it's going to be. We've got everything lined up. Unfortunately, we have sold out for the dinner. We did settle out within, I think it was 48 hours.
It was probably 3 days because I hadn't checked it. So many people want to go, and it was messages back and forward, but we'll have to give patrons the first shout on it. That's the rule of doing that.
And at that point, even though we just started the Patreon, there was about 14, 15 people signed up and joined Patreon with us in the first kind of couple of days. So they got first digs and tickets as well, which you can as well.
You'll get as well.
So the link's up there, guys. Again, if you seen the video that that the boy made against Dortmund for Rangers, that's the kind of thing that Gers TV could be doing. And it's not about Sandra, it's not about Si, it's not about me. There's no. We could actually take one of our Patreons there and do a video with them.
Well, that's the thing with it. We're going to be doing for next month. We'll be getting the patrons on the show as well.
Yeah.
We're also looking for people, anybody at all, if you're watching this, if you're either technically minded, or if you think you can do match reports, or you want to help Gers TV in any way that you might have an idea, or anything you think I could maybe do better than you guys or whatever, see if you get in touch. We will give you a chance and an opportunity to get involved at some level, because we're looking to do more than one show a week, and we're looking to do the after matches. I don't always want to be on the after matches, things like that, and I think if we can spread it out a wee bit, it would be better. So anybody that's watching, even if you're abroad, if you want to do something that you can get involved.
You can do it through Zoom or through Microsoft Teams, or there's
if you're a Rangers supporter and you've got any kind of confidence that you can do it, contact us, and we'll not turn you away. We'll certainly give you an opportunity.
And while we're here, while I remember it again, I've been really, really busy. I'm doing a university course as well as my full-time great job. So I've not been on it for the last week or so because I've been heading the books. No, I've not been sitting watching Rangers. Heading the books for the last week, but we're still doing the esports for Gers TV as well. So we've got the PlayStation FIFA team on the esports. So if you want to join us, I'll put up my details after the show. Okay, it's pro clubs. Anyone that knows FIFA or plays online, you'll know what I'm talking about. Okay.
If you're not involved, then you get involved.
Aye. So looking for players again. We've got a wee team. We've got the Rangers Stadium. We've got the Rangers strips. Our team's called the Gers TV. I'll put my contact details up for after joining it after the show. But it is G Bondy 007 on PlayStation. So that's GBONDIE 007. Funnily enough.
Aye. There you go.
There we go. So. If you want to get involved in that, guys, we're looking for people on that. And again, guys, it's a fun thing, sociable thing as well. Sitting on a Friday night, a couple of beers, playing. I know it sounds sad to you, Si, because you like to sit yourself in a pub in the corner reading the paper. That's fine. That's okay. That's your idea of esports.
I like a wee night out and a wee sniff of the perfume.
Simon's idea of Friday night is water sports with a pint, but we won't say what kind of water sports. It's certainly not sailing. But guys, on a serious
get involved
note,
if you want to get involved, guys.
Pro clubs, G Bondy 007, and we'll get you involved in that.
The other thing as well, if anybody wants to get involved with featuring the ladies game or the B team, and you want to do reports on it or get involved if you're going to do things and you want to do anything for us, let us know. And that's another thing, because we just want to do different aspects of Gers TV that we can expand it, make it bigger and better, but make it more interesting as well. So see if anybody thinks get this or do that. For example, people are asking where Sandra is tonight. It's always going to be a wee team of 3 years now, because see the way the world's went in the last 2 or 3 years. People are looking after their family, and it's got a lot harder. So we can't always be here. People's jobs have changed as well. So Sandra's fine. She's all right, and I'll get a wee call again. But so. She's fine. She gives a wee call. She just couldn't make it last minute. But there'll be times that I might not be here. It'll be Gordon or Sandra or whatever. But that's what we're trying to do, is make the channel bigger and better with more people involved.
Yep. So guys, what we want to do is, if you join our Patreon site, you might get a phone call on a Saturday or Sunday. Say, listen, we're doing a show on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday or Friday. Do you want to appear on it?
Aye, and you can come along and shoot your chamois.
Marion, you're asking what about the females now, Marion. I don't know if you want to do this or not, but there's no harm in you getting together some information about the women's team. Give us a call in and sharing it with us all.
Aye, that's what we're saying. I can't get to the Ladies League, the games, but if anybody can get to them and wants to report on them or whatever, let us know and we'll give you a platform with Gers TV.
Yeah.
It's as simple as that. We're not going to rule out any ideas. Right, guys, we'll get 5 minutes to go, because we've got a lot to do tonight. 5 minutes to go. If anybody wants to call in, all we need is the last 3 digits of your number. Our number is 0141 319 5230.
Yep, give us your calls, guys, and what we'll do is we'll spend the last wee bit looking forward to the Motherwell game on Sunday.
Again,
Okay.
the Motherwell game, Sunday, what's the kick-off time for that? I've never checked.
I don't know, but I've actually got a friend in work who's a Motherwell fan, and he was speaking about the Gers TV. This is, this is how popular Gers TV is. He was actually saying to the Gers TV, he was saying, watch our show a few times, you're playing us on Sunday, I want you to say that Motherwell are going to win 2-0, okay? Now, obviously I laughed at him, and he said, that's a joke, but we don't, other fans will be able to comment and keep it respectful.
If anybody comments for a different team, we've had them before, and they're respectful, there's not a problem. If anybody's disrespectful, they just get chopped off.
Marion, yes, absolutely. Sorry, Marion, yes.
Actually, talking about playing the game,
Andy can play. So what happens is, I'll send you a message after the show, and I'll probably explain it a bit better. Okay, when you don't have it in front of you, you're trying to explain it, it's a bit tough, right? But I'll send you a message after the show, Marion. But yeah, of course you can, absolutely. It's not male or female. It's it's 2022. It's male, female, transgender. Even people that look like Si.
I'm in the pub on a Friday night, Saturday night I'm in the pub Sunday, whatever. It's called a social life.
Only for home nation. Are you doing a podcast on Thursday?
We'll try and there should be an after match. 10-15 minutes if we can do one. Maybe in the Loudon Tavern or the Loudon Ibrox Stadium, or the Village Hotel, if we can get along to do it. If anybody's jumping about that day on Thursday and you want to try and come on and do something with us after the game, get in contact with us. We'll arrange to meet you and you can do a wee bit of commentary on it.
As Simon said a few minutes ago, guys, it's not all about us, it's not about Sandra, it's not about Si, it's not about me, it's just about Gers TV. So if anybody that's going to the game on Thursday wants to bump into us and give us a wee 5-minute interview or something before or after the game,
100%.
We'll broadcast that as well.
There's another thing I'm going to do. I forgot. I'm meant to call a guy today, a gentleman today. I'm going to call him tomorrow. He's an elderly man. I think he's 83 years old, and he's got a lot of memories of Rangers, and he wants to talk about his time following the club and his early memories and his experiences with Rangers. If anybody else's dad or any family members wants to join, I'm going to do a special show with maybe 2, possibly 3 older guys, 70 or 80, want to talk about the bygone days of yore, and they'll get, if they want, I'll get them over the road to the Bristol after it as well, and they'll get a couple of drinks or ginger or whatever. They'll be well looked after. But if you get in touch with us with that, it's going to be in the next 2 weeks, and it's just going to be a wee friendly show. We'll not be on it, we'll just be sitting on the side and letting the old boys talk, or girls, whatever, talk about their memories of Rangers.
Yeah, so we've only got a few minutes left, so if you want to give us a call and let us know your thoughts on either the games that we've played in the last couple of days, Dundee United or Dortmund, if you want to give us a call and let us know your prediction for Thursday, or if you want to give us
319 5230.
Yeah, just give us a quick call, we'll get you on before we wrap up. What's your prediction?
I've not missed the whiskey, but I can't drink tonight, so
yeah,
that's the problem.
We're off the whiskey tonight.
I'm driving tonight, Sandra, so I can't drive. I can't drink.
That's Marion, no Sandra.
Sorry,
close, very close.
That's when you're sober, you get mixed up. So I've got to drink juice tonight. I've got my whiskey in the month cup still, and we will still toast Her Majesty the Queen. God save
Her Majesty
the Queen.
And best of health.
There you go. It's almost the end of the show, guys. I don't think anybody else is going to
Aston
call us.
McLean, well done, lads. Give a wee shout out to my missus Natalie, who got me a brick for my birthday. Just arrived today. I don't know, is that an Ibrox brick or just a normal brick? Let us know if it's.
I had a few bricks when I was married.
If it's an Ibrox brick, that is brilliant. If it's just a normal brick, you might want to have a wee chat with about. You might want to have a wee chat with about where things are going.
Listen, another great show tonight, guys. Apologies that Facebook's been cutting down and everything we're doing in the last couple of months. I don't know what the deal is, but we'll not be able to play any kind of music for now with soundtracks on it. It's a lesson learned. That was why you couldn't see us at the start of the show. Only the YouTube guys could see us. But a wee reminder, if you want to get involved with anything, Patreon is the way ahead for us. We don't do stars at all.
Aye, it's just a couple of pounds a month, guys, and that can get you on the show. We want to do more shows, and we're looking for Rangers fans like you to come on the show. Doesn't even have to be, a Saturday afternoon results show like you kind of, Gillette Soccer Saturday, a wee laugh. It could be after. It could be game previews. It could be after
Anything
games.
at all. Or if you've got an
Anything
idea
at
of your own, let us know your idea and we'll embrace it.
Yeah, we'll certainly embrace it. If you want to get involved in our FIFA team, pop us a message. I'll put my contact details on after the show. And guys, for £2 a month, guys, for the Patreon site, it's absolute pennies. It's not even £50 a week. What can you buy for £50, Si?
I don't know, packet of £50
Well, I was
sweets.
going to say a float, but
There's the mugs. I've got 5 of these left. If anybody wants one, PM me after the show. And if they sell out, I'll sell them. If not, that'll be it. But Linda Ward had made with them. She makes fantastic products. So Gers TV, the fans view 150 years of Rangers. PM if you want one of these limited edition mugs.
before we sign off for the night, guys, quickly let us know your predictions for the Dortmund game in the comments box. Okay, we'll read some out and then we'll finish up for the night. So
Just
let
a
us
quick
know.
one regarding the VAR. Almost everybody that contributed with the thumbs up and thumbs down, I think it was about 95% were for VAR. I didn't see any, I think I seen about 3 or 4 at the Mace for the down. Jim
Yeah.
Trotter's just appeared there, Jim. I've not
Jim.
had a chance to phone you, mate. I hope you're better. You're obviously on here tonight. You know you had the accident the weekend.
Hope you're keeping well.
Hold on a minute, I'm spelling things and everything here.
I'm going to go for, to get the ball rolling for Thursday night, I'm going to go for Rangers 1, Dortmund 2.
And I will go
Rangers still to qualify, but I'm going to go 2-1 Dortmund.
2-1 Dortmund. I'm going to go 2-1 Rangers. I think Rangers will get the first goal. If we get the first goal, I think we'll win the match. So 2-1 to Rangers. I'm going to go stick with the blue and you never lose. That's what I say.
Don't know if you heard Simon's prediction there, but he said if we score more goals than Dortmund, we might win the match.
No. We will. If we score first, I said we'll win the match.
I'm kidding on.
the
Haaland,
predictions.
William Curry's saying keep Haaland out of the game. I don't know if he's actually fit yet or not, but again, actually, I want Haaland to be fit. I want us to play against the best, and I want us to beat the best, and that shows how far we've still got to go. So bring on Haaland.
Bring on the Spaniards by the score, even the Germans. Guys, it's been a great night. Keep the predictions coming in for the next couple of minutes. Thanks again everybody that joined us. Thanks for bearing with us. A few broken ribs, and Jim, you never get a small injury, mate. It's always a passion. More broken ribs than the rest. I hope you're all right, mate.
It's all that playing the seesaws.
I hope you're alright, mate. Keep the predictions coming in, guys. As well as that, anybody who wants to get involved with anything we're doing with Gers TV, please get in touch. If you want a mug, I have got 5 mugs left. Somebody's inquired about one the other day, I've got to get hold of them. And that's the Patreon site for the last time tonight, guys.
And don't forget, anyone that joins the Patreon site will get this exclusive, and I mean world exclusive print sent to them regarding Bill Struth and his military uniform. Absolutely fantastic
Big Dave
picture
too, man.
of our fantastic legendary manager. So that's what could be yours.
A few people saying that Haaland isn't playing. That must be official now, which is going to benefit us if he's not playing.
There might be a typo. They might be meaning Hollander.
You never know. But guys, thank you very much once again, and never forget, we are
The people.
the people.
Good night.